What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ICNVDriversedition, and today we got an interesting topic for you. There are over 2,000 Corvettes that just can't be sold. I mean, what are we talking about? It's been 2 weeks since GM issued the stop sale, and there are over 1,500 C8 Z06s and ZR1s that can't be sold off the lot. How bad is it really getting? Let's talk about it. GM issued a stop sale on C8 Z06s and ZR1s. And as of right now, we have seen 2026 models hit the street when it comes to base C8s. And honestly, the Z06s are just sitting still in parking lots. Some haven't even been moved from the actual GM plant anymore. They haven't delivered any to dealers because they can't sell them. As of right now, we know there's a fix coming, but we don't have a timeline as to when it's going to actually hit. And because of that, inventory is just not moving. So I was online looking at a couple of cars before I walked into a dealership. And when I went into the dealership, it's amazing because the C8 Z06s can't be sold. And you heard that right. They cannot be sold because of the stop sale. There's no ZR1s in my area sitting on the lot, but there are a ton of C8 E-Rays on the lot. And as crazy as it sounds, there might as well be a stop sale on the C8 E-Rays because nobody's buying them. No Corvette owner is coming in. Nobody is showing any interest in these E-Rays. I think that's interesting. I mean, did GM mess up by making the E-Ray? That's a whole nother conversation. But I want you to understand I was at one of the local Chevy dealers in my area, and they still have the same C8 E-Ray on their lot that they had back in February. And we're in September now. So this car has grown roots on their showroom floor because nobody's looking to get an E-Ray. Some people say the E-Ray is a failure. It's a huge bust. Others just feel like it was mismarketed. I think that may play a factor into it, but let's not focus so much on the E-Ray. I know many are like, when is this stop sale going to be lifted so these C8 Z06s can move and they can go into the owner's hands that actually ordered the cars. But on the flip side, ordering Z06s have actually went down because there are so many sitting on lots. Many dealers aren't actually letting people order the cars anymore. Yeah, you heard me right. Now I know some locations will still let you go ahead and build the Z06 the way you want it built, but many locations have actually cut back on the ordering of vehicles, and they now want you to take something out of the inventory. I guess we can say it's starting to get back to normal Corvette sale times or before COVID sale trends. I mean, I don't recall many, if any, C7s that were actually built to customers' preference. So times are starting to look somewhat about normal, and discounts are being added to these cars from dealers now, which again is like back to normal. So I'm guessing soon we should see sales back to normal. But honestly, I don't know. I haven't seen any design concepts. I've talked to a couple service providers at dealers. I've even asked a couple friends. I'm waiting to see if Rick Conti drops something comes up from a Corvette blogger, Keith. If anything shows up with some type of design of what they plan to put in place to prevent, or should I say, to help reroute the overfueling of fuel so these cars can be sold again. But then again, I think at this point in time, yeah, you guessed it, there are some aftermarket people working to get a product out there quickly so they can sell something to the consumer to make them feel good and comfortable about the cars they own. So I stopped in at a premium exotic car dealership, and they have 7 Z06s on their floor, 4 with the actual Z07 package. And as far as they're concerned, the stop sale does not exist because it does not affect them. They're advertising these cars. They're moving these cars. Hell, I even got to test drive a Z06. And I will sit there and say this to you. My true thoughts on this is the Z06 is an amazing car. The power distribution that it puts down, it's nothing like the base C8. And honestly, because I was looking at a 2023, yes, a 2023 Z06, it feels so familiar to my current C8. So it's hard for me to think about paying the money that they want me to pay to upgrade to the C8 Z06 and not just keeping my Stingray. And on the flip side of that, I actually got behind the wheel of an E-Ray. And not at the same location, but the E-Ray to me seems a little bit more attractive, not because it's a better car or it outperforms the Z06, which we know the times and so forth, but what it is with the E-Ray is it's the market space it's in. That market space is making it look like a good option, but we can talk about that in another video. So at the end of the day, I know it sounds like there's been a lot of nothing discussed in this conversation, but truthfully, the inventory is piling up. Dealers are upset, and there are so many customers that are getting outraged right now because they can't get their hands on their cars. Will Chevy resolve this anytime soon? I hope so. Like I stated before in the previous video, when I talked to the dealers, which was about 7 days ago, they're still saying they're hoping 1 month to 2 months. I don't even know if I actually believe the stop sale will last 2 months long, but they sound so confident sitting there saying that, hey, they're saying 60 to 90 days. And that's just crazy to me because I feel like GM would do something to help get these vehicles out within the 60-day window. But I guess it's how quick can you bring the product to market, how quick can you mass produce it, and how quickly can you get it into the hands of these dealers, and how quickly they can actually install them on the cars. So the 60-day timeline may just be more of a blanket coverall so people won't be upset if their car is not one of the first ones addressed. And as of right now, there's still no news as to when the first product will actually get delivered to dealers. I'll keep you posted if I hear anything else on the matter. But for all you people waiting to get delivery of your car, and I know it's kind of interesting because I've heard the complaints and bickering of one person that actually went into the dealership and bought a C8 Z06 4 hours before the stop sale actually got put into place, and he left to go take care of some business at home, and he came back to pick up his car, and truthfully within like 22 minutes of him getting back to pick up his car, the stop sale bulletin came across, and although he already paid for the car, signed the paperwork and so forth, and all they were doing was cleaning and gassing it up, they refused to give him his car. And so that's sparking a lot of controversy. Now, if you ask me, in that type of situation, what do you do? I mean, I get the dealership trying to cover their side, but honestly, it's not like they're telling customers who already have cars in their hand not to drive their cars. So I feel like that based off his situation, he kind of should have been given his keys. I mean, I would be furious if I paid for the car, the money has been taken out of my account, he's not financing it, and you're now telling me I can't get something I paid for, so you're holding my asset and forcing me to absorb depreciation without actually having the vehicle in my hand. And the reason why I say depreciating asset, because anybody looking to move a C8 Z06 right now, and yes, the same dealership I drove one at, it's kind of funny because just in casual conversation, we got to talking about the trade-in value of a car right now. And they're like, well, until they come out with a fix, you know, these cars are, and I'm just laughing because on one hand, you're sitting here trying to sell a C8 Z06 for $126,000. But then on the flip side, you want to say because of the recall that's currently in effect, and since there's no actual solution to fix the problem presented to the public as of yet, and you're not sure when will one come out, that taking the C8 Z06 on means you're going to have a car sitting in your inventory probably 3 months or longer, that you want to knock an additional $5,000 off of the projected trade-in value of the car. So the market space right now is really funky. I just want to share that information with you. Do with it as you please, and hopefully this will all get resolved quickly. At this point in time, it's an issue that GM has to resolve. And if you own a C8 Z06, if you're looking to get a C8 Z06, if you own a C8 ZR1, if you're looking to get a C8 ZR1, it's affecting you, the value of your cars, and how you move forward. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. Do you think GM is handling this correctly? Do you think the car should still be sold? If you don't know and you've been living up under a rock somewhere, ultimately the issue is people are overfilling their cars, or they're allowing gas to spill down the side of the cars, which the excess fuel is being blown into the engine bay and hitting the igniting source, which is causing these cars to catch a fire. And as of that situation, and I'll remind you, since 2023, I've heard there has been 3 or 6 cars that have caught a fire over the course of that timeline because of this incident. But in the last, let's just say 30 days, there was 3 or 4 cars that caught a fire, which has prompted GM to now say they need to stop this and address it immediately. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. ICNV Driver Edition. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the ICNV Driver Edition community. We are an interactive community, which means if you hit me up on any one of my social media platforms or in the comments below, I'll do my best to respond. And if the topic you bring up is interesting enough, just like this one, I may even shoot a video on it. But don't forget, we're also a community of car enthusiasts that love to drive cars to make you turn your head, that aren't your everyday people movers. If you are one of those people, go ahead, lock into the channel, subscribe to your boy. We got more interesting content and conversations coming your way, and you don't want to miss out. Remember, we were all made in his image and given dominion over the world, which means we weren't just meant to be. So chase your dreams, build your visions, never ever give up, and embrace your own identity. It is okay to be unique. He's not done with you, and he's definitely not done with me. Embrace your gift and step into your calling. He's given you everything you need to be the best version of you that you can possibly be. Just remember to stay humble, stay focused, and stay blessed. And I'll see you in these streets. Peace.